Hiya Lego Lovelies, I'm Martin, welcome back to the channel. So we're going to have to film a time-lapse for the disassembly of the Viking Hut, which was the second model for this set, and then we're going to time-lapse a build of the Wolf, which is the third and final model of this set. If you didn't see those videos, then check them out in my channel, they'll be listed below. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the time-lapse for the disassembly so we can get on with building this final model. Okay, that's parted out. Didn't take too long, really. What you'll notice maybe from this time as opposed to the last video is when I've parted it out, I've actually kept things roughly in their colours, as well as stacking where I've got lots of a single item. This is because when I did the last breakdown and rebuild for the second model of the hut, having just the pile of bricks meant putting it together under the instructions took a bit longer. So if you are breaking down to remake right away, I do recommend maybe separating it all out. Obviously I need to bring in the other bricks, which are here, so they're not separated out, but we'll see. I'll run the instructions, try and take the pieces from here first. If I can't find the piece here, I'll obviously go through the tub to find the piece in there. So I suppose right now all I've got to do is start rebuilding for the time lapse. So let's get on with it. See you next. So that's the third build done, and as you can see, there is quite a few pieces left over. So I think this is probably the smallest out of the three builds. There's everything on the table, and then there's still this in here as well. Right, I will get the table cleaned off, and then we will have a look at this build and some of the little details which I think are nice. Right, I bet that was quick for you, wasn't it? Yeah. So now, here's the final build. This is obviously a wolf. This is most likely Fenris, which is the mythological wolf from Norse mythology, which obviously ties in with Vikings and the Norsemen very, very well. So, and then I think the tree here. Tree build itself is fine. I think there's more advanced ways or better looking trees, but I think it's fine in the fact that it gives you a hint as to the nature that they're in, which could be obviously woodlands in Norway. This has a little folding feature, and in here you have a couple of jewels, so a bit of buried treasure, I suppose. And then you got the let's move you out the way. We have the campfire. Very simple little build right there. Again, you could expand on this, I think. I mean, you could build this up. You could make a little camp here, or, you know, put something cooking over the fire and such. So, but it's a good starting point. And for smaller children, obviously, it's a great just to give them an example of something that they can build. As for the wolf, the colorway I actually like. I like the blue, and he's got hints of purple. I like the use of the swords or daggers for the eyes. I think that's really good. The jaw does move. That is hinged, and then there is plenty of points of articulation throughout. These are on ball joints. These hind legs, they don't really move from the point here. They are fixed, and this is pushed in just by a pin. So if you do take it out, you can swivel it around, but yeah, if you push it back in all the way, then it's properly balanced. The tail does move as well, so you've got rotation there, and then a hinge at the back. So yeah, all in all three sets have been fun. They've all used different methods to create their scenery. I think evidently the primary set, the boat, the Viking ship with the Midgard Serpent, is probably going to be the most popular for the simple fact that it uses all the parts. The boat is very, very impressive as a finished piece. And yeah, I think that I'm not sure, because obviously this is my first creator set, but that is potentially the way it is with all creator 3-in-1s. But if so, even though the primary set is obviously the best in probably most cases, I do like the fact that you have these options to create other sets. I mean, if you can't afford many different Lego sets, then buying a couple of the 3-in-1s then gives you the option, because you do have the books, obviously, to help break them up so children won't get bored just creating the one set. Obviously, they'll have 3 sets to choose from, so they can keep them busy, breaking them down and rebuilding them. I'm under the impression that this again is going to be retiring this year. I did get it on a sale price. I bought it when I did my haul to start this channel, and I actually really recommend it. I think it's potentially overlooked, and I actually think it's really, really great. I think this was a lot larger. The ship was actually a lot larger than I expected it to be, as well. So that was really nice. Yeah, so I mean, I recommend it. I think it's a great set. As I say, you've got plenty of build techniques in all 3 models, and as I say, you've got years and years of replayability, because you can constantly be taking one apart, building the next, taking one apart, building the next, taking one apart, building the next. So yeah, definitely a worthwhile buy. I hope you've liked this series of builds. I do have another 3-in-1 creator set that I will put together and create another 3-part series. If this is something that you enjoy watching, the builds and reviews of Lego, then please subscribe. Every like, every subscription really does help in building the channel and getting it out there to more people who enjoy Lego. So next time you have a list of chores to do, why don't you really think about it and say, I'd rather build Lego. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.